Hi, Scott Hylton here. Scott Talks. I'm going to talk today about this is March 2025. Some of the good and the bad things on Netflix you should consider watching. I'm going to use the Internet Movie Database as my guide for this and some personal things. Things you should know about all the streaming services. They're all like doing the top 10 movies, top 10 shows. The trick is anything new is going to make the top 10. It can be the biggest piece of crap you've ever seen in your life. It's in the top 10 because it's new. It's got something new to watch. You want to know a good show, you find a show that Netflix has exclusively that has, just finished its season months and months ago, and it's still in the top 10. That's a good show. That's a good show. A show that's been out for a while. Now, I know Netflix got Suits, which is a great show. It's an old show, and, if it were in the top 10, you would be like, oh, well, that's old, so that's a good show. But if they had just got Suits, and it made the top 10, then of course it's in the top 10. But Suits is a good show. It's on Netflix for as long as they can have it, and then it'll be gone. And Netflix has originals that they keep. Of course, they, for the right money, would sell it off, and it wouldn't be there. But they buy shows from other places, and this is how the games work. But you want some shows that, that I want to watch. I want to find something good to watch. And I'm going to give you some recommendations. Some good, some bad, or bad, or not bad. Here we go. 0 Day with Robert De Niro. Internet Movie Database 7.0, which is pretty good. It's a decent show. Yellow Jackets, a Showtime show from Paramount Plus, is supposedly, if it's up, is 7.7. It's a pretty good show. That's good. If it's on Netflix still, check it out. Cobra Kai, 8.4. I love Cobra Kai. Love it. They just wrapped up the final season. Start it from the beginning. If you love the movies, you love Cobra Kai. Toxic Towns, a miniseries, 7.7. That's good. That's good. Running Point, 7.5. New show about a girl that takes over the LA Waves, which is kind of loosely based on the LA Lakers story with the lady that her dad ran the Lakers and she took it over. Dexter. They got Dexter snuck on. I love Dexter. My wife hated Dexter. It was too violent. But Dexter 8.6. And Paramount Plus has Dexter Original Sin. This is kind of a origin story for Dexter right now. Breaking Bad, probably the best show. Almost on everyone's list is one of the best shows ever made. You have to kind of get into it, but it's 9.5 on the Internet Movie Database. Yeah, it's really good. Just good. And then this sequel show, Better Call Saul, is great too. We love Better Call Saul. The Night Agent, Netflix exclusive show. Great first season, 7.5 review. We loved it. We loved The Night Agent. And he was like this low-level FBI guy that, your job is to listen for this phone to ring. Okay. That's my assignment. Yeah, you just sit here all night and listen. The phone is for agents that call in with distress or problems. They'll call this number, this phone, and you call our backup and all that. So that's your job. So we just sat there and had to listen for the phone to ring. And one night, it rang, and the adventure began. Okay. Apple cider vinegar, 7.2, which is pretty good, Stranger Things, huge show on Netflix. A Netflix original, 8.7. It's kind of scary, kind of interesting throwback to the 80s. And, I was around in the 80s. I recognize a lot of that stuff, things going on, riding your bike and all that stuff. Supernatural, a lot of you remember Supernatural. Old show on the CW or WB network. made big stars of it. You know, so everyone loves Supernatural. It has an 8.4 rating. If you want a throwback show that start over and start at the beginning, hit it. There's a Dragon Ball show for the kid. You know, 8.4 rating. Dragon Ball. Dama, do something. Squid Game original show on Netflix. 8.0. Love Squid Game. God, they got it imported the show, and it was amazing. People watched it like, what are they doing? They're playing these games. They're like, oh, it's just kid games. But when you lose, you got killed. And I was like, oh my gosh. And everyone's like, they're whittling down. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And then they did Squid Game second season. So, great. The Walking Dead and AMC show, you know, about the zombies and stuff. It's 8.1 review. It's a great show. But Netflix has so many good things. They just buy the rights to a lot of it. Lost, great show. People didn't like right near the end, but it's just, yeah. J.J. Abrams was involved with that. 8.3. Really good show. We used to watch Lost all the time when it was regular on network. American Primal is 8.0 Netflix, only on Netflix. And it's kind of a birth of the West, Old West. So it's kind of a mini series. The movie Amelia Perez that won a lot of Oscar buzz and a lot of awards is now Netflix, but it only got a 5.4 review. So you do it as you please. If you think you're gonna like it, check it out. You know, but it's not greatly reviewed, but it's not for everybody. But it's probably check it out. Grey's Anatomy is on Netflix, and a lot of these shows they have that are still running are gonna not have all the seasons yet. Like 1 or 2 seasons behind, and you have to wait for the season to end, and then in a couple of weeks, Netflix will pick it up and show that last season, or it might be the season before, especially the Canadian shows. It's like 2 seasons back. My wife was always trying to catch up on Outlander. She said, when am I going to get the last of Outlander? So, you know, I'm sure it probably is there now. So she'll have to look. She just sneak out and watch some Outlander, and I'll catch an episode or two going, yeah, it's a pretty good show, but I don't have time to watch everything. So, but Grey's Anatomy's been around forever. If you want to just pick it up on the last season, we did that with NCIS. We dropped off on NCIS for years and went, wow, we're missing this. And we just picked up the last season, and we're keeping up with it now on Paramount Plus. So, and NCIS reruns are on Netflix, 7.8 review, and that's the highest rated of the NCIS shows, in case you wondered. If you wanted to just do one, Suits was an 8.4. Venom, The Last Dance. I love the Venom movies. Love them. This one got only a 6.0. Haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to see it. Saul's a 9.0. Better Call Saul, the one I told you was Breaking Bad, prequel kind of thing. The Recruit, Netflix original. Yes. Love The Recruit. You'll recognize the actor if you saw the Black Adam movie. He was the guy that could get real big. And he's a fun kid. And I was like, oh yeah. And they got the season 2 of The Recruit out now. So get season 1. We'll start it from season 1 because you got to see his introduction into this the CIA type stuff. It's neat. There's a TV series called Cassandra that's got a 6.6. So yeah, you can skip that one unless you just look at it and go, oh, yeah, I want to give it a try. Let's give it a try. The movie Interstellar is 8.7. Gossip Girl, old CW show, 7.5 review. To Catch a Killer, R-rated movie, 6.6. Black Mirror, if you like science fiction version of a Twilight Zone, is what Black Mirror is. And a lot of people love Black Mirror. 8.7. You know, they got some great writing, great acting. You know, big stars sometimes show up to. You'll recognize people. You'll be like, oh yeah. So a sci-fi twist on Twilight Zone type anthology shows, where it's a different characters, different show, different story every week. School Spirits is a Paramount Plus show, and the first season on Netflix, 7.6. We've enjoyed it. We're watching season 2 on Paramount Plus right now. And Peaky Blinders. Yeah, your buddy from Oppenheimer's in that. That's a big show. 8.7. Huge British show. Takes place in the 1900s. And what's his name? Is it Gilead? I don't remember his name. The guy that played Oppenheimer. But big guy, big star. Like they're supposed to be making a Peaky Blinders movie. So see how that comes out. But yeah, Peaky Blinders was a big show. So that's just a group of stuff I recommend on Netflix to look at, consider. And next time you go, there's nothing left to watch on Netflix. Now you've got some stuff to kind of look over and go, oh, honorable mentions. You still probably got The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. Great miniseries. Lost in Space got 3 seasons. They did a great job bringing the old 60s show to life and juicing it up. So you saw the old movie version. That was a reboot. It's been done over and over, and this Netflix did a great job with it. So I encourage you to watch those. Queen's Gambit's amazingly good. And check it out. And having Netflix is everyone's guilty pleasure. Everyone loves Netflix. I talk about rotating services, like getting it, the churn. They call it the churn. When they hate it, Netflix, Paramount Plus, like, it's got subscribed, yay, it's got canceled. And some of these services have a pause button. You just pause it. So you watch something, pause it. I always thought it'd be funny could you watch one movie, pause it, watch another movie about a week or 2 later, pause it. Get about 2 hours in and just pause it. I'm not sure they have rules against that. But you know what I mean. Every time you turn it on, you log back in, you play, you activate it. They wouldn't let you do that, probably. Probably have a catch for that. But it's probably gives you a day, knocks a day off your 30 days. But yeah, I tell you to, if you ever get on Netflix and you can't find anything, I say skip it. Skip it for a month or 2. Or get the ad version. If you get the ad version, sometimes they hold back a movie or 2 or a new show or something. They're like, oh, yeah, well, you have to have the ad-free version to catch that because of contracts and things. And you're like, BS. So getting the ad version, you get it cheap and you get all those great stuff. And if you miss 1 or 2 things, get it with no ads next time and pay a little more for that middle ground. I never get the 4K version. I can get 4K on some other services occasionally. Unless you've got to see something in 4K, one show, then you get it just for the month. You don't have to get it every month. So enjoy Netflix. Enjoy these new opportunity shows. Check them out. And have a great day. Like and subscribe. Yeah.